Hello everyone. Are you prepared to learn the most important thing that you will learn today, this week, or maybe even this month? It's the correct position of the tongue. I'm Päivi Salminen, a face yoga teacher from Finland, and I've been doing face exercises actually since I was 5 years old. I no need to Google my age. I'm gonna turn 40 in a few months. And that means that it's like 35 years of facial exercises. Why did I start when I was 5? Is because I couldn't learn to say the letter R. It doesn't sound like much, but in Finnish it's R. So you really need to have the R sound. And I wasn't able to do that. So I got speech therapy. And in speech therapy, I learned to do all kinds of tricks with my tongue, like that kind of stuff. I even learned to pick my nose with my tongue, but that's another story. Okay. So this exercise that I'm going to show you and everything that I'm going to tell you today is not actually originally from face yoga. I learned this exercise from a speech therapist, a friend of mine, now as an adult, and these same exercises and the same sermon that you will hear from me is something that many dentists tell as well. This is not just a face yoga thing, that the anatomically correct position of your tongue is against your palate. So up against your palate. If this is your palate and this is your tongue, it's not enough that the tip of your tongue is against the palate. No, it should be as firmly planted against the palate as possible, as far back as possible. Why? When our tongue is strongly against the palate, it is a lot easier for us to breathe through the nose, and this offers numerous health benefits. The air you breathe in will be cleaner, it will be moist, it will be the right temperature. Numerous health benefits even for your circulation when you breathe through the nose. Even when you exercise, you should breathe through your nose as long as possible. When you breathe through your nose during the night, you won't snore. You will sleep better and the people around you will sleep better too. So this is really important, and I hope that everyone in the world would learn this and do this exercise at night. Okay, let's get to the exercise. When you want to maintain your tongue position against the palate, you have to exercise first. Even if you just tell yourself that you're going to keep your tongue there, it's going to be very difficult. You need exercises first. You can start doing this. You know, like the sound that a horse makes. And then you just stick your tongue to the top of the palate. So you don't let go, you just let it stay there. As you open your mouth wide, you will see this kind of caves on either side of the tendon that is under your tongue. That's why I call this exercise caves under your tongue. And I personally do this 10 times every night. At first, you need to do this in front of a mirror so that you can see that the caves actually form. In the beginning, it will be more likely that the tongue, this is your tongue, the tip of the tongue will be against the palate, but then the rest of the tongue will just, sort of hang there like no caves. But as you do this 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, you will get better and your tongue will actually stick to the palate. Let's do this 10 times, irregardless of if it works or not, if you manage to do it or not. As always in yoga, just try and exercise and practice and you will get the benefits, right? So Perfect. And by the way, when you're doing this, try to maintain a smooth forehead. As you know from my other video, this is something that I struggle with. This exercise is very important for you if you have the tendency to grind your teeth at night. I'm one of the many people who have that tendency, but when my tongue is against my palate, my jaw will be more relaxed in a natural way. So, one very important thing regarding your face posture, you have to have your tongue against the palate, but your upper and lower teeth are not touching unless you're eating. So your upper teeth and your lower teeth are not touching. They only touch when you eat. During the day, never grind your molars, never even keep your teeth against each other unless you're eating. This will help you relax your jaw. This will also help if you have the tendency to grind your teeth at night. Always maintain a little bit of distance between your upper and your lower teeth, but keep your tongue firmly against the palate. Why this is so difficult for many people nowadays is that we tend to spend a lot of time in this position. Especially if we then lift our head like this, we get the tech neck, and from here, the tongue has a very long way to go to reach your palate. This is the reason why a lot of kids nowadays get crooked teeth. The tongue should be against the palate so that there will be room for teeth to grow in a straight line. By the way, as I always say, I've never had any work done. I've never even had any work on my teeth done. So it's just really important to maintain your tongue against the palate so that your teeth will have room to grow when you're a kid. So if you have little kids like I do, this is a very important thing to keep in mind. It won't be easy to learn something drastically new like this, but there are benefits even for your face. I know that the health benefits are enormous, but I know that a lot of people are motivated by looks, and this is the most important thing you can learn regarding your face posture and how your face will look. If your tongue hangs low behind your lower teeth, you will get a double chin. At some point in life, you will. You might even get it in your 20s. Even if you're skinny, very athletic, you can have a double chin if your tongue posture is not correct. When you maintain a good tongue posture, your jaw will stay firm and you won't get any double cheek or any bagging here. An extra exercise that you can do is that you push your tongues against the palate like in a rhythmic fashion like this. So you squeeze, 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 squeeze your tongue against the palate. What happens then is that your buccinator muscle, this cheek muscle here, activates. The job of this muscle is to keep food near your teeth when you eat, so that you don't get these hamster cheeks, like hamsters do when they hide all the food there. You don't want that. If you have this, I don't know what they call them in English, but in Finnish they call them hamster cheeks. If you get this real bags here, this exercise will help you get rid of them. So push your tongue against the palate so that you activate these buccinator muscles. And remember, your upper and lower teeth are not touching. It doesn't look like much, but you can feel something happening here. All right, that's it for today, guys. Next time, I'm going to tell you a bit about the mouth and how to maintain a youthful and beautiful mouth. Stay tuned.